The spring on the front shock strut is under an immense amount of pressure. The spring can cause serious damage to you and your vehicle if handled improperly. Inspect your spring compressor tool before attempting to work on this part of your 991.2. To begin, you're going to safely raise and support the vehicle along with removing the front under tray. Remove the 14 T25 torque screws and the two 10mm nuts on the front body tray. If you need additional assistance with that task, please follow the link provided at the end of this video. While people will tell you that you do not need to remove the tie rod to the wheel carrier, you're going to be dropping the carrier a fair amount for the strut to clear the fender, and I do not like to put the extra stress on the steering rack. Use an 18mm wrench and remove the nut on the top of the ball joint, red arrow. The ball joint spins while attempting this. You can put some pressure on the lower portion of the ball joint to stop it from spinning. Use care so as not to lift the vehicle off of the jack stand. You can also insert a T30 torque into the top of the ball joint to stop it from spinning, blue arrow. Use a ball joint spreader and separate the ball joint from the wheel carrier. The 18mm nut on the sway bar drop link holds the strut to the wheel carrier, red arrow. Loosen, but do not remove this yet. Support the wheel carrier with your floor jack. Open the hood and remove the panels around the top shock mount. If you need assistance with that task, please follow the link provided at the end of this video. You're going to want to get your alignment reset once you do this. The camber is set on the front end by the top mount. Mark the position of these mounting nuts in relationships to the chassis to get it back close when you are reinstalling, red arrow. Use a 13mm socket and remove the 3 nuts. Make sure the wheel carrier is supported from below. During installation, these will be tightened to 33 Nm or 24 foot-pounds. Do not try and force the control arm and strut down. Use two 18mm wrenches and loosen, but do not remove the lower control arm to subframe connection, red arrows. This will allow you to drop everything and not affect the alignment. Now remove the drop link nut with an 18mm and 19mm wrench and slide the drop link out from the wheel carrier, red arrow. During installation, this will be tightened to 75 Nm or 56 foot-pounds. Slowly lower the jack until you have plenty of room to safely clear the fender. You can now slide the strut from the wheel carrier. If you find that you still cannot clear the fender, you can slightly compress the spring with the spring compressor tool to get the top of the perch to clear. With the strut on the bench, you can see 2 perches, blue arrows, and the spring, red arrow. Never attempt to remove the top perch without first compressing the spring. Always use a proper spring compressor that can safely grab and hold the spring. We used the Schwaben tool with great success. Use a large impact driver to loosen and remove the 21mm nut, red arrow. If you do not have an impact driver, you can remove the 21mm nut with a T47 torque and a 21mm curved wrench, red arrow. During installation, this will be tightened to 70 Nm or 52 foot-pounds. Inspect and replace components as needed. Installation is the reverse of removal. Make sure the springs sit correctly in their rests on the top and bottom perches before you uncompress the spring. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.